Brady,
Hi.
Conman.
Howdy.
How do you guys feel about orc politics? Huh?
This game's like a political simulator
Something like that.
for orcs. Neat.
Separation of orc and state.
Something like that as well. This is Middle Earth Shadow of War. We are Bottled Fuchsia here with a Shot of Fuchsia for Middle Earth Shadow of War. Coming to you from the Outerhaven Productions YouTube page. So let's dive right into this story.
The Gondorians who choose to stay in Mordor will be buried here. Their war is over.
That's Shenlob, the spider. She talks to us now in this
Oh,
one.
that's good.
Yep. This is the follow-up to Shadow of Mordor, 2014's Game of the Year, in my opinion. And, yeah, Talion is back. Celebrimbor's back. And we're still killing lots of orcs.
I honestly don't remember much of the story of the first one.
I entirely forgot the name of Talion because he is so forgettable and kind of boring. It's still got the Batman-y combat, so if you're a fan of that, it is here. And let's... Oh, actually... So, like the last game, this is, a tower game. We climb to the tower, and it's going to show us stuff on our map. So let's get up here and see what we see in this area.
I like the jump up wall thing. That seems convenient.
It is very convenient, for sure. So, we are now taking over this tower.
You put Visine in the eye of Sauron.
I did. So rather than just show you stuff on the map, we have to use our eye and
Handy dandy eye.
find everything ourselves to remember later. There are two more things here. Oh.
Spot the difference.
Just keep tapping the direction that makes it get
This
littler.
part seems fun.
Feel the
yes.
controller rumble.
Yep. There's a lot of rumble during that. So, we now have this tower, and let's pop out to the map quick. So, this is the current area I'm in. This is the tower we just got, and the things we just found from the tower are now on our map. We can set any one of those as a waypoint, and then when we pop out, it'll be there. Every area in this game has a fortress that is controlled by...
I think it's an overlord.
I was going to say, let's jump over to that, and we can see who controls this fortress. So this is the, if you remember the Nemesis system, it is back in full force in this game, except now there's fortresses, and here is the head of that fortress. I guess, yeah, Warlord, I think sounds right. As we go into these orcs, we can see all kinds of things. He's immune to arrows, which is annoying. We can see his class traits. And then as you scroll through, it'll give you more information on each of those things. He has bonuses, which I don't know what makes it different than class traits, other than it's just more things that are super annoying when you fight him.
He'll be fun to fight.
Yeah. So he is dazed by... he hates flies. He fears execution, so if you attempt to execute him, he'll get feared. And he's also afraid of spiders.
An orc after my own heart.
Can you make those things happen? Flies and spiders?
Maybe. If he happens to be standing near something.
Okay.
And then the last one is hints, saying, hey, here's how you would kill him. Explosions hurt him, executions hurt him, stealth attacks hurt him. But, you know, you get one stealth attack on him. That's not going to kill him. And then we have his underlings, which will eventually go through and siege a fortress. But you can do the quest to take out... Do you remember what these are called, Conman? The underlings?
But I thought those were the warlords, and the
Oh.
other guy was the overlord.
He's the overlord and then warlords. Okay.
Yeah. War
So
chief.
you take it-
War chief?
War chief? No. Or are these the war chiefs? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hang on. There's a way we can figure this out. I had a hard time keeping that straight the entire time I played this game. I thought this would tell us. It does not. So you can do these missions that will take down... I'm going to keep calling them the underlings. I know that's wrong. If someone wants to check what they're actually called, that would be good. But... And eventually you siege the fortress, take them out. It makes it a little bit easier, remove some things. This game has a lot of menus. So maybe we just get a lot of that out of the way. So we looked at the army, the quest menu, are all the collectibles, all your Gondor quests. There's all types of quests going on. Because open world, you can decide which quests you're going to do first. There is loot. There is all kinds of loot.
Loot box quest.
Yep.
You should upgrade that.
I'm
Pushing the button.
I'm pushing the button and upgrading that now.
So it's in-game currency?
So in the
Silver?
in the top right, the what is that currency? The white currency.
Miriam,
Miriam.
I
Yeah.
think.
That is, you earn that in game. You'll use that for the most part. The one on the right is the you buy it currency, but I guess you can earn it by doing some things, because I certainly haven't bought anything and I have some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was you get your first taste.
Yeah, probably.
First time's free.
Yep. Oh, so I have a better ring here. So the numbers are higher. It's generally how I played this game.
Destiny style.
Yeah, it's definitely got Destiny things. And yeah, okay, so everything else I'm using is good. There will be some bonuses to these. You'll see, like, the set bonus if I actually have 2 things from this set equipped. So quick throw instantly kills fleeing grunts. There are armor sets that if you want to check what those are, they are in here. I don't want to... Okay. So here are the loot boxes. Guess we'll look at them.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah. We'll get all this menu stuff out of the way sort of as quickly as we can. So all of these followers came from loot boxes that I got with the game itself. You can place them out in the world. And so let's deploy this guy. So now one of my guys is out amongst the orc. And that's it. Now
Is he gonna attack them later when you do? What's the deal?
you can eventually use them, yes. When we siege, he will become one of the people who helps me with that. I could have him do a couple other things, I think, if I check that. So these chests are the ones that cost real money. You can get these white chests with the in-game currency, which people have been grinding out. And sometimes cheating to get. You can get boosts, XP boosts, increase your drop boosts, I found none of this necessary at all. There's some online stuff. You can do vendettas against against orc who have killed other players and try and siege their stuff. That again, I didn't do a lot of online stuff, dependencies, and let's get out of here. Let's kill some orc. That's the highlight of this game. So let's go do a quest over here.
Idril will never leave Mordor. She will fight until she dies.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I don't know about you, Conman, but I found Talion really boring.
Talion he's generic. He's your generic, oh, I've to vengeance my wife and kid. But that was the last game, so
But
now
that
I
was
don't
the
know what
last
this was
game,
about.
so now he's even more boring. Like, why? Oh,
He's still sort of a ghost person.
Yeah,
yes, he is undead still.
sort of.
So, welcome to this game. There are so many areas and so many orc in this one that anywhere you run, this happens a lot. So that ice thing is one of my abilities. He's just hurling other orc at me, isn't he?
You're supposed to be able to ride the big guys somehow, and I never figured that out.
Yeah, you can get on them and stab them in the back and stuff. I forget how that works. Really? They take a lot of hits when you don't hit them in the head, apparently. Luckily, they take turns when they're attacking.
Oh, now you pissed him off.
Oh, good. Now he's angry. Okay, my A's did nothing.
Good thing you have a B.
Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen last time. This is a mess. That's a lot of what this game is. Things become a giant mess very quickly. Oh good, even more. Are they helping me? I don't understand what's happening
They're
anymore.
attacking the big dude.
I mean, that's good, I guess.
Caragors are very indiscriminate.
It's true. I'm just gonna get rid of this one. Try and make this fight a little bit more bearable. This Caragor. Okay.
Should dominate it.
Probably.
Do you have that ability yet? You do.
I do. Alright. Good call. Now I'll ride on it until he promptly kills it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, there's
Don't worry,
more.
There's more.
Oh, this game! I mean, to be fair, this is a good example of what can happen. And generally does. I timed it right, so that one's gone. I'm gonna go run away for a little bit here. And use my mini-map down in the bottom left-hand corner to find some more arrows, because that might be really helpful right now. He seems to have forgotten about me. Are they down here? I guess they're down here.
There they are.
Alright. This will be fun, because now I've engaged a whole nother group.
Yeah.
I think he forgot about you, though.
He did. I'm going to pin him to the ground. Alright, he's broken. Now I'm going to dominate him. So,
Touching its face.
Dominate
can
all
shake-
over his face.
so I can shame him, which will reduce his level if he were too high and I couldn't recruit him. I can fight him to the death, which is basically like, nah, just kidding. I don't actually want you. But I'm going to recruit him. Alright, he's a Beastmaster, so that's why. Alright, so we have several options. I can promptly banish him from the army. I'm not sure why I would want to do that. I could have
Troll him.
I could have him stay and fight with me right now, or I could make him a spy to infiltrate War Chief.
War Chief, that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah. So let's have him do that. Nope, see ya, I'm done. I'm done with all that. Nope. We're gonna keep going. Let's just get to this quest now. So a lot of this game is making your own fun with stuff like that. But there are just so many orc that happens a whole lot. Let's get over here. Yeah, it's over here. Luckily, the orc are pretty dumb and just forget about you instantly. Let's, before I start this... You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to start it.
Stealth.
So this is about somewhere
Every ranger likes to hunt.
in the middle of the game.
The Uruks can be relied on
I
for
can't
certain
really
things.
remember. It was a
They want
random save
blood,
point I had made, and I actually ended up finishing this game, as did you, Conman.
See how you've survived so long in Mordor.
Our numbers keep us from engaging them on the
So
battlefield.
I am totally
We work by stealth
cheating
and
the
speed.
shit out of this mission.
With our lives.
I never got that to work.
No?
It was bugged for me. That whole talent tree was just wasted. I was very sad because it seemed fun.
Yeah, we could get into the talent trees in a second here as well. Because I've got some skills to unlock, so I will. But the skill I have is I can remote poison them.
I fear nothing.
It's just cheating.
I couldn't survive here. if
Kinda.
I did.
I mean, a lot of the things Talion can do in this game feel like cheating.
I did laugh that they gave the game the Mega Man treatment, where you played the first game and had all of the things, and now you had to get them all again.
Yeah.
Did they explain why you lost them all?
You had a ring, and then you lose a ring, and then your elf man is gone, and then he's back. That all happens in like the first hour, so I'm not really spoiling anything. Also, no one can see you in the brush. They will chant the names.
I like his hat.
It's a good hat.
You may die. The spoils of Minas Ithil have fallen to us. And we are past. But the caragors over here.
He's here. Let's move.
So I avoided detection. He's up there. Oh, he's arrow-proof. What a jerk.
Oh, we're gonna do the teleport arrow thing?
I was going to teleport to him, yes. Oh.
Remember that from the first game.
Just stand there.
Let's do it anyway to the one right next to him.
That works.
That'll work.
Ranger!
Hi.
You want to
I like that
go
she's
back
standing right next to him while he gives his speech.
things? They won't help you here. Nothing's going to help you here.
I will say, after hearing a lot of those, I kind of wish there was an option to skip. That. At least, you know, sometimes. Oh, he's arrow-proof. That's not going to help me. Let's clean up this area a little bit. get away from this guy. I have a skill that if I time my counters properly, I will instantly kill them, which I found fairly useful. Oh, apparently my Go Buddy is beating him up fairly badly, so let's just dominate him. Unless it wants me to kill him. I basically took every orc that I could in this game.
Yeah, it seems like the best option.
As you should.
Yep, make him a spy too. Go do that. So she was.
I'd say that was one of our most successful missions.
She was a part of Gondor, right? If I remember right.
I think
the
so.
story is a little fuzzy and not the best.
You know what saved your life?
It's just a lot of different reasons to kill orcs. So, yeah.
Or do the same type of missions over and over again. But every mission will have some submissions. I didn't. We'll see here.
Right, you avoided detection, so you had
Yep.
an objective.
Which was very easy
We should catch up with Baranor, see how he is faring.
when you have the ability to poison things from a distance. Alright, let's jump into the skill tree quick. So we have combat, predator, ranged, race skills, mounted, which, oops, I forgot to finish that tree because mounted, and then story-related skills. I generally tried to at least unlock every skill first, and then once you unlock a skill, there will be like 3 iterations of things that it can do. So the drain skill, for example, is the holding B. I can upgrade to dominate them, and then they will join my army. Right now, I just have them that it replenishes my arrows if I drain them, and it will sometimes kill them if they're weak enough. And then I can use one of my skill points to get this one, which would fully recover my health, rather than just a partial recover. I think I'm going to switch this back over to Dominate, because I don't know why I didn't have it as that.
It's important to mention you can only have one upgrade for each skill.
It's true. So, yeah. See, my arrow one is now switched over entirely. I have 2 skill points, so let's finish out this tree, and then I have every skill. Now I can Shadow Mount, which I wish I had that a little bit earlier. And now I can ride dragons, which show up in this game at some point. A lot of the skills, I believe, were just... A lot of them were straight out of the first game, from what I remember.
Yeah, most were. They were pretty close to it.
Okay, so let's try and find one of my... Okay, so here's the guy that I dominated, and he is now spying on this war chief. Where was the other one I took earlier? That one. Okay, so he is also spying on that same... Was that the same one?
Yep.
Same one. Let's go find him. So we can mark him in here. And then let's check the map and see where he's at. So his mission is one of these over here. Let's run up and do that mission. Oh, these green guys, if you drain them, they will give you intel, so I can reveal one of these captains.
I think that's the same mechanic from the first game as well.
I think so. I don't remember them being like, for lack of a better term, like the Riddler thugs.
Yeah, no, I think it was pretty similar, if I recall.
Because this is very much like the Batman games, where the Riddler thugs, you would pick out the ones that were glowing green, and they would give you the Riddler clues.
Right.
It's kind of similar. So. Okay, so they are war chiefs, and I guess
This war chief believes he has us where he wants us.
I really want to know what the
Show
top
him
guy
the
is called
error.
now.
Yeah, I think it's the Overlord.
Overlord sounds
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that or Warlord would probably make sense.
Warlord. I don't know. It all sounds right to me now.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 aerial ranged kills is my sub-objective here. Should be fairly easy. Yeah, this will be all right. 1. Uh-oh. 2. 3. And kaboom. So my mission is to trigger the trap. So there's no point in stealthing. I just have to go to here. And here's the war chief. He's a flogger.
Oh yeah, you can tell by the way that he is.
This is for the bright lord.
And because I took over this guy, he's gonna betray him.
That is quite a lot of health already lost.
Yeah, that's a good chunk.
Just
Yeah.
like you wanted. Now I'll show you what I want. Grisha.
So let's take a look here. He is vulnerable to stealth, which, you know, that's super helpful for this scenario. Damage by range attacks, executions, and explosions.
Ranger tricks. Now.
So
I'm glad that you play this like I did, which is jump over them and freeze them and hit them every time.
I mean, it's a good way to play. Ooh, I'm cursed. Oh, he's a possessive master. I don't even know what that means.
I don't.
I wish I had some more arrows right now. I probably should have gotten more before I triggered the trap. Alright. Oh, there's some.
He's gonna kill your guy.
Whatever. There are plenty more. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Bye. That's fine. I want to get away from that big guy. Okay, so my girlfriend is bleeding out. I can use B, bring him back up. And let's see if... Nope. Oh, he's enraged, so I can't freeze him.
Yeah, he doesn't like other orcs
Oh.
cheating on him.
Don't worry, he's got this.
Yep.
Wow.
Alright, thanks, friend. Alright, so his other bodyguard. So basically, the captain that I had taken over was a bodyguard for that war chief. Oh, now he's terrified because reasons. So let's take him over. Yep. So you're mine now.
At your command, my lord. My lord.
You can stay and fight. Help me clean up while I escape.
I love your little flip there. So elegant.
My elven double jump, for lack of a better name. Entirely unnecessary, but he was there. So
to
now
come-
that so if we, so Grisha's gone, and now when I attempt to take over, it will be easier to do. It usually will behoove you to get rid of all of them.
Yeah, each one of those war chiefs has like a defense for the fort.
Yep.
Have you tried to take one out without taking them out first?
I have not. So, jumping back in the map, this is the entire overworld.
It's a lot of red.
Yep. So I was just in this area right here. I have taken over. Let's zoom in here. So I took over this one and did pretty much everything there is to do. There are some missions where you play as Celebrimbor, and he's overpowered, and you just complete a mission. Is usually how that goes.
Yeah, you do
Most
a
of
thing.
them were, yeah, most of them were fairly easy. So some of these are just like towns. There's nothing to actually do there. Could view some lore. It's there.
I'm sure you read all that, right?
Oh, absolutely. I
Twice.
read- Yep. Mm-hmm. So let me find. No, I didn't do anything in this area yet. I left one of these right at the point of sieging.
That looks like the one.
This looks like the one. So yeah, I did everything there was to do in this area, I believe. Yeah, maybe not that one, but some of these things don't unlock until you have specific skills, so that may have been
Yeah.
what happened there. So let's go to... Let's fast travel here. The fast travel's nice. Even within the same areas, it's sometimes just convenient to get across that map quicker. The load time's pretty good. Playing this on PC, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that ever.
It's assumed.
Well, yeah. So that, for whatever reason, I thought I checked it. Alright. Let's go take this fortress. And also use this skill so it gets off my screen. Brutalize is kind of pointless. That's pointless. So I have detonate. Elfin light. A storm. What is this? I'll use this. Critical strikes always sound good. Why not? You continue to level fairly quickly, so you'll have the skills you want. Like, I got to the point where I was completely fine with everything I was doing and just using them just to slowly get everything.
By the time I finished the game, I had more skill points than there were skills. I couldn't get rid of the message.
That's interesting. Oh, okay, so one of the war chiefs is alive here. So we could take him out, but let's leave him alive. So let's look at the siege upgrades. Can I go over here? All right. So there, so we can look at his details. And what he is bringing to the table, these stone walls have been strengthened to resist attack. Great. So unknown war chief. I don't know who he is, but he adds savages. So if I went through and got rid of him first, those units wouldn't be in this attack then. So that is their side. I don't have any followers in this area. Is that for real?
Just kill them all?
What? Stop it.
You know what'll help you? Some loot boxes.
I can't
It's
believe
the only way to do it.
I would kill every orc here. Or the orc I had died. Huh. Well then, let's go get a... God damn it, Conman.
What did I do?
Let's use some of these guys who are sitting here. Hooray, now he's here.
So these are dudes from loot boxes.
Yes. These were from me, like, ordering the game, though.
Oh, okay.
So these were, like, freebie guys. They're pretty low level.
I like how those two guys are level 40 and you're like level 25.
Yeah. In my actual playthrough, I think I forgot about this fortress because I had left it for this video. And I was just like, why? What am I missing? And then realized this fortress was here, and I was way over-leveled for it. And I'm fairly certain that I probably just ran through this and killed everyone myself without any help. All right. So now I have some orc friends that will help me do this for the purposes of this video. Alright, so we need an assault leader. Pit fighter, the knife. Let's go with this guy. So he will join me, and each orc will come with options that I can purchase with the in-game currency. So explosives, group of caragor riders, destroy fortress walls. So he strengthened the walls, so that might be good. Alternatively, what is this guy afraid of?
Walls.
Terrified by executions. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, let's bring them in. And what does he bring? Savage, axe wielders, shield bearers, hunters. Let's get some savages. They look like football players. Poisonous siege beast, fire, or curse. Fire is annoying. They're all annoying, but whatever. Right, and the last guy. Wargog. We have spiders or a drake. Whoops. Sure, let's have a dragon. That'll be messed up.
I find the dragon to be very indiscriminate, which is a lot of fun.
Yes, that's... It says wild. It's not kidding. So again, I could purchase these other things, but you can only have one active at a time. So there's no reason to do that other than if you lose this fortress and you need to take it back and you want something different the next time, and you could buy it and switch. So you can add more at 35 and 45, which you will be at those levels by the end of this game. All right, let's start this siege. So overall, I had a lot of fun with this game through Acts 1 through 3.
I will concur with that.
Act 4.
And how many acts are there?
There are four.
This game does some things in Act 4 that turn it into a giant slog, and it's really disappointing.
Essentially, Act 4 is just sieges, and more sieges and all of the sieges.
But so it's this, but in reverse, because by the end, you know, by that point you've taken all of them.
Right.
So it becomes defend, 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 defend. And it's basically this a whole lot.
Here you will live out your
Which is, you know,
agonizing days.
somewhat disappointing. I don't even consider that really a spoiler.
Issuing from your
No, it's not. It just goes on for longer than I think it should.
We're ready to cut your enemies.
one fort fall already. Only beginning.
I think Talion has the most, like, wrestler haircut. Like, WCW, NWO created a wrestler and now he's here. Okay, so let's get into the fortress. Done?
Take that, walls.
Yep, glad he fortified those walls. Oh, yep, there's the dragon. Alright, see ya.
Oh, that was great.
That was fast.
But he's your friend, John.
Yep, we brought him here. Oh, I think the dragon killed him.
Ooh.
Or the wall collapsed?
I think the wall collapsed on him.
That sucks. I'm sorry, friend. Alright, so we're gonna go capture some points. 'Cause that's a fun thing to do, right?
Gamers love that.
I mean, this isn't very difficult. I basically,
It's the Overwatch of Shadow of War.
yep. Now I'm gonna knock down all of my own guys.
This is my point.
Talion does not care about his orc or the enemy orc, which can be annoying in some battles too.
I do appreciate how your orcs will go just get a head start in capturing things for you.
Yep. It is appreciated. Oh. That's mine now. See ya. Keep on moving. So now we're going to have... Okay. One of these is the war chief, and then a bunch of his bodyguards.
Crush you! Crush!
You'll be a
Hoglick.
trophy that decorates fortress walls. And not just one fortress.
Ugh.
Between him and all these other clubs, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes right now. Might try him on after, though.
Oh, cheeky orcs.
Did he just have that shitty orc, like, do his announcement for him?
Yeah. Did you ever have one of those?
I don't think
The
so.
man.
Oh, really? I had a few of those where, like, one would just be standing there and someone else would just run in and do the speech for him.
Oh, man, how do I get a lackey?
What the The
That's
game
no-
also couldn't decide. So he was standing near me and got the chance. Uh-oh. My friend is bleeding out. Get him back up.
They'll fight soon.
I will immediately take him. Recruit. Alright, thanks.
The fun we'll have.
Sticky.
Yep, now stay here and fight for me.
The guts.
Thanks, friend. Oh, I don't have any elf shot. That's unfortunate. I will say it is hard to see in some of these larger battles.
Oh.
Yeah. Quick time fight. Get rid of his friend. Oh my. I don't know what is exploding, but I hate it. Oh, I purified him with my hammer. Oh,
Nice.
thank you, friend. Oh, look at all the loot. Oh, I'm coming. Maybe not. Oh. I suppose I should just do that. Oh, he got better.
Yeah. Good flag stabbing.
I agree.
The number got bigger. I will use that. The number got bigger. I will use that. Not bigger.
Yeah. The bonuses don't really matter too much until the end game.
Yes, I would agree. Follower attacks, drop rate. Oh, that paid off. That's why I got so many drops here. Recover 7 health per second while on fire.
Nice. Wonder how much damage a second you take while on fire.
I don't know. Let's use that one. That's a silly thing. Before I run in here. So they all gave up.
Go run in the fire.
No prisoners.
Nope. Actually, I'll take some health back. And he's my friend now. So I'll collect some of the currency that's here, and let's do this.
So this is the one thing about the sieges that I always was confused about. So you have all of these orcs, and they help you siege the damn castle, and then you walk in and fight the overlord one-on-one.
Oh. Forgot to hit the do button.
How do doors work?
I climb? No, you don't climb all the towers. I climb! I have to walk in.
It starts with a swagger contest.
This is glorious. There's pain all around us. Let us join in. Fight me and let us rejoice. Bathe in suffering.
Nah. I'm angry. That's my character motivation for this game.
I mean, this guy loves pain. It's more like his sexual partner here.
Yeah.
You found the fetish orc.
Not wrong. Stop it. Also, stop it.
How convenient that he stays frozen for you. Oh. Well, that was
Oh.
convenient.
Get back here. I want to stab you some more.
They eventually become unbroken.
Well, that broken is when you can dominate them.
Yeah, like if he escapes long enough, can get rid of that status.
I believe so.
Whoop. Just keep standing in the fire, buddy.
The Nazgul will come for you, Ranger. They know neither fear nor death. And this fortress will not protect you.
Yeah, see ya. Need to send a message to all the other orc that I'm in charge now.
If you listen, you can hear the thunder of our enemies' feet as they flee.
I can't hear
While
you.
we feast in victory.
We're
they
down here.
Wake in fear.
because they know that we are coming for them. Witness the rise of Mordor! Witness the rise of the Bright Lord!
Because we need a Dark Lord and a Bright Lord, and
It's kind of like the
That's
Force.
how you know.
Yeah.
I made it blue because I'm bright. All right, so now I get to pick one of the guys that helped me. Who was it that? Oh, the guy I had leading died. That's right.
Yep. He got
Alright,
walled to death.
So we can. So one thing that's kind of neat is, depending on who you pick, it changes what it looks like. So
Right.
He's got.
One thing we didn't talk about, the orcs all have different tribes, which is different from the first game.
I didn't find that the tribes mattered a whole lot, though.
I think the only thing that matters, like, it changes the aesthetic of your fort, whoever is in charge.
Yep. Kind of liked that brick one. I'll put this dude in charge. He likes machines.
So then do other clans try to siege this later?
Eventually.
Yeah. So he is the new overlord, and got some war chiefs out of my other guys.
Yeah, eventually you'll have to defend your forts. That's some of that Act 4 that we talked about earlier.
Yep.
Okay. So you get a message, this fort's under attack, or save it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
essentially just get like a quest prompt.
Right.
So they just wait for you to show up.
So overall, I don't think I've ever been so hot and cold on a game that I really liked most of this game. I feel like it came along and it basically ate Assassin's Creed's lunch by, climb the tower, do all of the side quest stuff. Also, the Nemesis system is just great. It creates some ridiculous situations. But the last act and what it makes you do in the end is just such a slog. It's just so disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this game still being in my top 10 for the year, but probably sitting right at the 10 mark just because I can't see putting it any higher based on the end game for it. But, I mean, if you were a fan of Shadow of Mordor, this game is more of that, and a lot more of that. That's it.
So how long do you think the first 3 acts are?
I think I had about, maybe somewhere between, I'm going to say a good 35 hours into it.
Sounds pretty fair.
And I sort of put it down when I got to Act 4. I started it, but then I probably would have finished it if there was nothing else to play right now. But I think that also suffers because this fall is so packed with games that having a game that becomes not fun to play anymore, like, people are just going to put the game down. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
I believe they seriously overestimated what people wanted out of these games, and like the menus and sieging and defending forts it's neat, but I don't think it's the thing that has me here.
I felt like Act 4, again, Act 4 is just all sieging, all defending, or if you lose, you will have to go take your fort back. But I felt it was largely just prep for, one, enticement to sell loot boxes, and 2, like training for the online stuff, because there is like a ranked ladder. You can siege other players' forts, and they can siege yours, and there are points to be based on that. You don't get anything for it. You get your EP and bragging rights. But that's Act 4. Level up to the max level and train for that.
I mean, there are absolutely people who are going to play this game forever. They're going to play that online part forever.
Yep.
Which, if you like that stuff, great. Then I think it's a really great game. It's just
That's not the appeal of the game. It's not.
Right. I mean, it may be for some people, but not for me.
Yeah, the appeal of this game is the Nemesis system. It's running around and getting ambushed by an orc and killing him, and then having him show up, you know, like with a mask on an hour later in a different zone, be pissed that you killed him the first time.
Yeah. I think I had one that I killed about 5 times. He just kept coming back. And there were some executions that he should not have been back. But yet he was.
I replayed the first game over the summer, and they added in something called the Nemesis Forge, so it imported my strongest nemesis from the first game, and he showed up in a quest here, and he was such a giant bitch to kill, and I'm so glad that he came back 3 more times after that.
Yeah, you get some orc with, like, just ridiculous resistances and things like that, you know, it can be a pain to fight, but, you know, running away is perfectly valid a lot of times.
Or you could always shame them.
Yep.
Which is pretty much just, you're a bad orc and you should feel bad.
But on that note, Shot of War, it's out now. $60 currently. I'm sure it'll be on sale as the holidays are coming up. So yeah, maybe not a bad game to pick up when it's on sale.
It's fun.
For me, $20 seems like a good price.
I'd pay more than that for it. But
there is DLC that will be coming out, so I'm sure at some point there will be a definitive Game of the Year type edition.
Yep, absolutely. But on that note, thanks for joining me, guys.
Sure
thing.
Thanks.
Be sure to come back next week and check out our next Shot of Fuchsia.